Good evening. It's time once again for the HideNet Sunday Night Week in Review. My name is Don Oshman, Editor-in-Chief and publisher of HideNet Market Reports, and it's March 22nd, 2015, the anniversary of my birth in the last century. So happy birthday to me. In Europe this week, raw material prices were weakly steady, a little softer undertone because an awful lot of price resistance from buyers in Europe, primarily Italy. And China, which had been the magic savior for everything, cooled as well. And of course, the yuan, the RMB, the euro, all this stuff is complicated. All kinds of tradings in the world of hides this week of late. But meanwhile, too much resistance to sales. Sales volume did not appear to be very good, and that does not bode well as everybody gets ready to go to Hong Kong next week. Finished leather prices are certainly no higher, putting more pressure on tanners who can't afford to meet seller demand. So we have kind of an impasse there. UK ox sold at £1.73 pounds, £1.73 sterling, delivered Northern Italian tannery, and German ox were firmly steady. In North America this week, this is a commercial, and it's a very good commercial. Next Sunday night, 1 week from today, in Hong Kong, HideNet is putting on another HideNet forum entitled The Future of Leather, 4:30 p.m. Hong Kong time. It'll be streaming. You can get it on your computer, but you have to register. And to do that, go to HideNet at, what do you do go to? You can go to info@HideNet.com and we'll tell you how to do it, or forum@HideNet.com. Just go to forum@HideNet.com. You can find out how to register, or send an email to info@HideNet.com. Some of the topics we're going to have to discuss Sunday is leather now only a luxury item? How to manage raw material for natural defects? Can we green up leather to help everybody along the supply chain? And can we help in the sustainability of the supply chain? And also brand retailer support in all these factors. Also, counterfeiting is hurting customers at retail, brands. What can we do to help as our segment of the industry? On this panel, we were very proud to have Dieter, if I could say his name right, Tietmeyer from Laxness. You know Laxness, the big international chemical company. Dieter he's not speaking. We're having an open going conversation between Dieter and John Clark, who's the CEO of Prime Asia, and Art Anker, who's the Senior Vice President of Prime Asia. These two experts have a wealth of knowledge, and we'll talk about the brands, the raw material, the whole enchilada. And there'll be another brand as well represented. And we have a live audience, which if we have a few seats left if you're interested in attending. Again, send an email to forum@HideNet.com or info@HideNet.com. We'll tell you if we have room for you. But regardless, sign up to register for this event, You'll be able to watch it live. It's interactive. You'll be able to send in questions. And if you're sleeping when it's 4:30 in Hong Kong on Sunday, you can watch a video which we'll be able to produce on the HideNet website later on, as we've done for our other forums. In Latin America this week, Brazil's economy is in the dumps, and that means people are eating less meat, and that means packers are creating less hides. That's pushed up the price of fresh and green hides, which has put pressure on the Brazilian tanner to insist they have to have more money. One trade was turned down in volume this week for 3 cents a foot because the tanner had a loss based on what hides cost him green and what he could sell the leather for. Very tight, very stressful for Brazilian tanners, who will probably come to Hong Kong with ample stocks to unload. But again, they're not going to sell them cheap because their production is down, because their raw supply is down. Also in Argentina this week, wet salted hides fell again 2-3 cents in an ongoing trend, but so far crust prices seem to be about steady. As we get into Hong Kong next weekend, and we'll be doing these reports from Hong Kong next Sunday night as well. Everybody's hoping great things are going to come on in Hong Kong. But I think the sellers are a little more optimistic than the buyers, who don't seem to be too anxious. Frankly, we're bearish, but people still need hides, as my grandfather used to say. Every time a baby's born, as long as babies are born, with 2 feet, they'll always need footwear. I'm not going to do this whole report again, even though I screwed this up. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you in Hong Kong. You can contact me, again, by email, and I'll be sure to come to wherever you are and try to meet you. And that's about it for tonight, which is Sunday, my birthday, March 22nd, 2015. You'd think by now I would have learned at this age to do it properly. Thanks for watching.